Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Beorning, and I am back here in the House of Elrond after gathering up all those rangers for the Grey Company. Let's see what he now has to say.
The Grey Company assembles. What dangers will they face on the road south?
You have done well, Pineclaw. The Grey Company assembles with as much haste as can be taken, and they will ride to Aragorn in the wide southern lands. Whatever dangers have befallen him, we must believe the Dunedain will reach him in time. If you desire to aid the Grey Company and Aragorn further, you may ride with him. I will tell you when all is made ready. Until that day, go in peace, and keep still the safety of these lands. The way south will be dangerous. In other words, he'll be ready in about 5 seconds after I hit this button, right?
The Dunedain have been called to fulfill their purpose in this age, to ride to the aid of their chief Aragorn, son of Arathorn. The road of the Grey Company will be fraught with peril, but they must not fail.
Alright, there's a cinematic first. Then he'll be ready. Alright, let's see. Legendary item level up. Alright. Hello.
Will you lend me your aid once more?
By your efforts, the summons was brought throughout Eriador, and now the Dunedain have responded. Many of their number have come to Imladris, and they prepare to depart for the southern lands, that they may come to Aragorn in his time of need. You will ride with them, if you see fit to do so. But I have been made aware that my daughter desires first to speak with you. She is in Imdolin, on the slopes north of Imladris, overlooking the road that climbs up in the Misty Mountain. No, what she's doing up there, I have no idea. But alright. Well, at least she doesn't stay all day in the library like her father does. Alright, let's see. And let's head back into here and find our way to Arwen and let's find out what she has to say. Now, of course, she did speak to us earlier at the beginning of the previous chapter to say that she was working on something and that she would need me to help deliver it or something like that. We'll find out what she has to say as soon as we get there. But first, we get one last trip through Rivendell. Well, actually, I think this is our last trip through Rivendell, because unlike the previous times where you're constantly going back to Rivendell, going somewhere else, then back to Rivendell, go somewhere else, then back to Rivendell. Once we leave Rivendell this time, I think it'll be some time before we get back. We don't return again for Volume 3, and I don't see Volume 4 ever taking you there. Maybe sometime in Volume 5. And of course, Volume 5, does that mean we actually will get to see Elrond outside of Rivendell in Volume 5? That would be interesting. I know. You do get to see him outside of Rivendell in the elf tutorial. But you can imagine how long ago that was. That was a couple of centuries ago. So it's not exactly what you could say a constant thing for him to go to other places. Alright, let's go. Arwen should be up there. And we will head through here. All these guards here who, well, I guess they're guarding. That's their purpose here. And here is Arwen. Hello. My thoughts are often drawn back to the woods of Lorien, the home of my mother's kindred. Alright. Hello, Arwen. You sent for me?
My own undertaking has come to an end, and its fruit waits now for a bearer.
You have returned from your errand, Pineclaw, and have come to speak with me, as I asked? My delight cannot be hidden, friend, for my own undertaking has also come to an end, and its fruit waits now for a bearer. I have made this gift for Aragorn. The days are short, and it may be that our hopes will soon be ended. This standard I have made for him will fly aloft at a time of his choosing, and he will know for what he fights. May it bring courage to the Elfstone and those with whom he stands. Bring this gift and my words to Halbarad by the stables of Meladris, for he has consented to bear them both on the journey south. All right. So let us bring a standard. So we are not the standard bearer. We are not the one to fly the standard. We are not the one to deliver the standard to Aragorn. We deliver it to the person who is to deliver it to Aragorn. Are you dizzy yet? Alright, so let us bring this to Halbarad. And Halbarad is now in Rivendell, near the stables. So this is when they are starting to use phasing as part of the technology in bringing the Grey Company together. Because before they were putting people inside in order to bring them in and out. And as we go along with Volume 3, they employ phasing more and more until they have an entire town being phased in and out, as you will see later. Alright. Oh yeah, yes, right. This is the right direction. And we should be soon, I think, right past this bridge. And we should find Halbarad. Okay, maybe he's inside. Ah, there he is, by the stables. Good day, Halbarad. I have a little something from you from Arwen.
I will carry this burden on our journey.
You bring both a gift and a message for my chief from the Lady Arwen? I see. I will carry this burden on our journey. It will come to Aragorn, though all the perils of our road lie in between. When will the standard be unfurled, I wonder? And against what sky will it be raised aloft? Soon we shall find out.
All is nearly ready.
All right. In about 1 volume's worth, we will find out. All is nearly ready, Pineclaw. While I finish the final preparations for our departure, I ask that you speak with some of those who will accompany us south. Ensure that they are prepared for the road and rested enough for the first leg of our journey. I saw Guladir just to the northeast some minutes ago, speaking with Elrahir. Rondonir was just to the east of the two of them, beneath the footbridge. Lothranir is just across that way, speaking with his horse Mithril. Speaking with his horse? Okay. He knows a great deal about the lands through which we are to pass. Ask him if he has any further information about the road which will help us move with haste. Once we have spoken with these 4, find Candace by the stables gates, and speak with him on what lies ahead. Alright. So let us start with Lothranir, the horse whisperer.
Mithul is ready for the next leg of the journey.
Mithul is ready for the next leg of the journey. Indeed, his kind may be more prepared for what awaits us than the others of this company. After all, Mithul's eyes will be on the road underfoot, watching for loose stones and wind-blown branches. The eyes of the Dunedain must be to the horizon, keeping watch for foes that may seek to slow our errand. I have spoken with Halbarad and the sons of Elrond about the road we will take, south through the Trollshalls and into Eregion. there to rest at Ekkad Eregion before passing south into Enedwaith. A fair number of Dunlending tribes called this area home when last I journeyed those lands. Some were friendly to outsiders, but most were not. The Dragluth, the Hebagluth, they are those you would be wisest not to cross, and I will do my best to ensure the Grey Company does not entangle with them. All right. All right, so some information concerning the Dunlendings. Hello there, Gullidir. How are things going?
My horse Legimbod is rested and ready for the next leg of the journey.
My horse Legabon is rested from his ride out of Angmar, and he is ready to undertake the next leg of the journey. His saddlebags are as light as I could make them, while still keeping the supplies we will need. This refuge has not changed in the many years since I last came here, but surely I, myself, must be unrecognizable. So much has happened, and so little of it good. But this ride here was a marvel, and I could feel the weight of the past falling from my shoulders with the feel of the breeze upon my face. Legimbod delighted in the speed, and I delighted with him. The southward journey will do both of us some good. I am ready to be off again. All right, good. That's two that are ready. Let's see who is here. Ah, yes. Radimir.
I
Hello.
will do my duty with no complaint, and Glor and Gur will do the same.
Glungur did not break a sweat in the short ride from Thornhod here to Rivendell. He was ready to begin even yesterday. I could say the same for myself. I returned to Thornhod to say goodbye to Elwealth, but I could not find her anywhere at the camp. I had meant to return this hairpin she had given me, but perhaps she feared the farewells. I suppose I did as well. We will soon set forth. I do not know what the future will bring, but I will do my duty with no complaint, and Glorngur will do the same. All right, and one more. Oh, of course. LOTRO here, hello.
My father had some curious words for me.
Yes, my father had some curious words for me on the eve of this, our departure to the southern lands. He said that the time is approaching when we can no longer hold back, when we must do more than defend against the actions of the enemy. He said that the time is coming when we may need to wager everything on a final throw, and by so doing we will have done all that we can. Better a death in far-off lands of the service of a chance, however small, than death at home a certainty. We may not return from this journey. My brother and I are at peace with that. I hope that you and these Dunedain are as well, for I would counsel any who are not to stay behind. All right. And now Candaith. Hello, Candaith.
Everyone is nearly ready to ride.
The Dunedain, the sons of Elrond, and Pineclaw the loyal Beorning. Are you familiar with our history? As you are joining us in this journey, surely to go down in the annals of the Dunedain, I would have you hear some of it, if you have not already. We have some moments. Let me tell you some of the history, that you may understand the weight of which we are about to do.
I have been pleased to record much of the history of the Dunedain.
The early years of the Third Age saw the deaths of Isildur and his eldest sons, but his line was not ended, for his youngest son was kept safely here in Rivendell. He was raised far from danger, and came to rule the North Kingdom. His descendants would not know peace, for the Nazgul were to reappear, and their chief would wage war upon the men of the West. In the year 1974 of the Third Age, the armies of the Witch King seized Fornost. The northern kingdom was no more, and its ruler, Arvedui, fled northward to Forhal. But there he was lost, along with the heirlooms of his house. Some of the Dunedain journeyed into the icy waste to recover them. Do you wish to hear of their quest? All right. Well, it looks like we really don't have much choice, because that's the next quest, is to do this. And this is going to be a session play. So therefore, this is where we'll leave off, and next time we'll do this session play where we'll learn a little bit about the history of the Dunedain in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays The Beorning.